Okay, new year means we've got a whole new year of film releases to look forward to. So today I'm giving you my top 10 most anticipated films of 2023, the ones that I'm the most excited for a variety of reasons. So let's go ahead and just start this one off. Starting off with 5 honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, we have the, as of yet, untitled Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel. Afterlife really brought this franchise back, and I'm really excited to see where they go next. Up next, we have Greta Gerwig's Barbie. This could just be a meme choice, but I feel like this movie actually could be really, really great, judging by Greta Gerwig's track record. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. The first Shazam is one of the most beloved DC comic films in recent years for me, and I'm really excited for this. Operation Fortune. This was supposed to come out last year, but because of the whole Ukrainian incident, they had to edit some stuff out, so it's finally releasing this year. And finally, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Bumblebee really brought the Transformers franchise back from the dead after Michael Bay had pretty much tarnished it, and this is connected to Bumblebee, so I'm really excited for it. So with the honorable mentions out of the way, let's go ahead and start off with the top 10. And at number 10, we have probably another meme choice, but I don't care. I'm really excited for this movie, and that is Cocaine Bear. I think this movie looks absolutely insane. It's got a really great cast. This is Ray Liotta's last movie, in fact. And also, I live in Appalachia, and this is one of the most famous Appalachian stories out there. So, yeah, a movie being made about it, I'm gonna be there day one, obviously. Number 9 is a movie that, despite some early hype when the first trailer came out, I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this movie once again. And that is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I really am excited for this movie. I actually really like both the Ant-Man movies. I know it's an unpopular opinion among MCU fans, but I really love both Ant-Man movies. And I'm really excited to see where they go with this one. Apparently MODOK is supposed to be in it. Kang the Conqueror is getting his first full introduction into the MCU. Yes, we had He Who Remains and Loki, but that was just a variant. We're getting Kang the Conqueror in this movie. And I'm just really excited to see where they go with it, how they set up the next Avengers movie. I'm just really excited for it. Number 8, M. Night Shyamalan has been on a real winning streak lately. So my number 8 pick is Knock at the Cabin. I think this movie looks great. I have not read the book yet. I did buy the book, just need to read it. It's a shorter book, so it shouldn't be that hard to read, but I'm really excited for this movie. Again, great cast. Jonathan Groff, Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint. Really great cast. Really excited to see it. And knowing M. Night Shyamalan, the twist is either going to make or break this movie, just like with all of his other movies, but I'm really hoping it makes it. Number 7, a movie that is probably going to be on just about everybody's list. John Wick Chapter 4. I love the John Wick franchise. I love Keanu Reeves. He is a good actor, fight me. I've really enjoyed all 3 John Wick movies, and I'm really excited for this 4th one. Not only is Keanu Reeves coming back, obviously, and Ian McShane and Lance Reddick are coming back, but this movie's adding a lot of other new cast members to the fold. Hiroyuki Sanada, who is always a badass. Donnie Yen, who is, once again, always a badass. Bill Skarsgård, Clancy Brown. You got a lot of people joining this movie. So this could very well be the best of the franchise because, as I might have said on here before, I don't remember, the John Wick franchise has just gotten better with each film. So I feel like this, once again, could be the best one. Number 6, and it's not a list, without a Nolan film. Every time Nolan's making a new movie, it's going to be on my top 10. And this year, he's making Oppenheimer. And I'm really excited. I get what some people are talking about. The source material might not be their thing. I'm not exactly pro-war, but I still think that this could be a really great movie. You got Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer. And Cillian Murphy is a very stellar actor. He kills it in everything. And with Nolan's eye for the camera, I feel like this could be his most impactful movie yet. We'll see. Number 5, this was my number 1 anticipated of last year, and that is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is no longer called Part 1, it's just Across the Spider-Verse. I'm very excited for this movie. Into the Spider-Verse was such an impactful movie for me. I grew up with Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man from 2002 is probably the movie I've seen the most out of my entire life, and it's still impactful to me. And after a couple years of not really being super high on Spider-Man because Tobey was no longer in the role, I didn't hate Andrew Garfield. And Tom Holland was good, he just wasn't quite there yet. Spider-Verse really brought back my super love for Spider-Man, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. It looks like it could be even better. I hope this isn't one of those lightning in a bottle scenarios where the first one just happened to be good and then everything after it just isn't as good. I really hope this isn't one of those scenarios, but I'm really excited for this movie nonetheless. Number 4, yeah, I've already said it. Scream 5 is one of the best horror movies of last year. So anytime a new Scream movie comes out, it's going to be on my list. So Scream 6 is coming out this year. I'm really excited for this one as well. I love the Scream franchise. It's one of my favorite horror franchises of all time. An argument could be made that this is probably the greatest horror franchise of all time. I don't know. Leave your opinion down below in the comments on that. But I'm really excited for this. It's set in New York City. I've always wanted to see a proper slasher set in New York. Jason Takes Manhattan does not count. And yes, I will be reviewing all the Scream movies leading up to this release. I didn't get the chance to review all the other ones last year, but I'll get around to all of them this year. But yeah, Scream 6, number 4. Number 3, and this one's gonna break me. I just know it, telling by the trailer. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I love the Guardians films. The first one was probably the biggest surprise in my life because I saw the trailer and I thought, okay, it looks like a silly little space adventure. But then I saw it and I'm like, this has so many layers to it. And then the second one came out, it had even more layers to it. And it upped the comedy, admittedly, and it did hurt in some aspects, but I still really love the Guardians films. James Gunn is one of my favorite directors of all time. So I'm really excited to see how he closes out the trilogy of Guardians films and what he does and how he sends these characters off. And I'm sure it's going to emotionally wreck me because everything James Gunn has done that I've seen has emotionally wrecked me. So I'm excited for it. Number 2, the runner-up, and this one is purely off of nostalgia and childhood memories, and that is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I have read all the online rumors, all the speculations. I don't care. It's a new Indiana Jones movie in my lifetime, and Harrison Ford is actually coming back for this. I'm very excited for it. As I said, this could just be from childhood nostalgia, but I just love Indiana Jones. When I was a kid, Indy was my hero. I mean, I was definitely a Star Wars kid. I love Star Trek. I love Spider-Man, Superman, all that. But Indiana Jones was my hero. So I'm really excited to finally be getting another Indiana Jones movie. And with James Mangold as the director, yeah, I am pretty excited for it. My number 1, and I'm cheating a little bit on this because there's 2 at number 1. I just couldn't narrow it down and I couldn't really kick any of my top 10 out of the list. So the first number 1, and this is technically not a movie, but it's just something I'm really excited for anyway, and that is Good Omens Season 2. I love Good Omens. It's one of my favorite fictional worlds ever. It's a really clever and unique take on religion and the deconstruction of a religion. And it had some really great performances from Michael Sheen and David Tennant. So I'm really excited to see what Neil Gaiman has written for us for Season 2, because if you know anything about Good Omens, Season 1 ends where the book ends. So obviously Neil Gaiman has something thought up for us, so I'm really excited to see what he's got for us. And my second number one, the proper number one, if you will, the movie number one, is Evil Dead Rise. I have so much nostalgia for the Evil Dead franchise. There's not a single bad entry. I love the entire Evil Dead franchise. And it gave us Ash Williams, the character, my favorite film character of all time. Bruce Campbell, absolutely iconic. Now, Bruce Campbell's not in this movie. This is not a Ash Williams Evil Dead. I don't know if this is connected to the 2013 remake. It could be, I'm not sure. But I'm still really excited for this because anything Evil Dead, anything Sam Raimi is connected to, anything Bruce Campbell has given the stamp of approval for, I'm there for it. And it's Evil Dead. Like I said, really excited, so it's at number one. So that is my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2023. What movies are you most excited to see this year? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.